Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I am back with a collective haul of just a few things that I've picked up as I've been out and about. So I'm going to start with Nordstrom because that's literally only one item that I picked up. So it was a couple of weeks ago. I was having really dry lips, and I couldn't figure out why my normal products and exfoliating were not working because I never have issues with dry lips. So I went on the hunt for things to help cure my dry lip issues, only to realize I had not been hydrating. So it didn't matter what products I was using, my lips were just dry because I was dry from the inside. I wasn't drinking enough water. I was drinking a lot of tea and a lot of carbonated drinks, but I wasn't properly hydrating. So I have since corrected that, but in that search to try to figure out what was going on, I picked up a couple of lip masks, and this one is actually from Kiehl's. And it is the butter mask for lips, and it is the overnight lip treatment. So it actually comes just in this little jar. I have tried it for a couple of nights, and I do really like it. It's thick. It has a bit of a smell, almost like, dare I say, Palmer's cocoa butter. For you brown skin girls or anyone else that's ever used cocoa butter, it has that smell. And it's made with coconut oil and wild mango butter. I don't get any fruity scent of like the mango butter, but I do like it. And there's just kind of the consistency. It literally is a thick butter, and it softens just a little bit on contact with heat from your fingers, and then I just slather it on. So I am going to continue to try this. For those of you that have followed my channel for any time, you know I am a die-hard Neosporin overnight lip health treatment. Even that wasn't getting it. Since then, I have gone back to it because, again, I needed to hydrate. But this was one of the masks that I picked up from Nordstrom. I had like a Nordstrom buck for like 20 bucks. And I used it to actually get this, and it was $24. So by the time taxes and everything here in Georgia, I ended up paying $6.14 for this one. It's regular $24. And then we have ridiculous sales tax here in Georgia. So that's the first item. The next item I also picked up from, I picked up from Sephora. And again, in that same quest to find a lip treatment that was going to solve my dry, chapped lip issue, I picked up the Laneige lip sleeping mask. I have not tried this yet. I was trying to give the Kiehl's one a little bit of time to try, but to see how it was going to work. And because this one I actually heard little about, so I was curious to see how it was going to work and whether or not it was really going to be a mask, whether it was going to be thick. I've heard lots of things about the Laneige. And the size difference, as you can tell, is pretty big difference. I'm trying to, okay, so this one is 0.28 grams. And this one is actually 0.7. I'm sorry, this is 0.28 ounces, and this one is 0.7 ounces. So a big difference, but there's also a difference in the price. The Laneige is, let's see, it's actually $20. So this one, you get more, and it costs less, and on top of that, you also get a little applicator. Let's see if I can get it out here. So you actually even get a little applicator to go with it. So that is the Laneige. I have not tried it yet. What I will say about the Kiehl's is that it's thick, it's hydrating. I've not had an issue of it rubbing off or anything like that during the night. When I wake up in the morning, it's still on my lips, and my lips do remain hydrated for the rest of the day. But if you are not drinking water, it doesn't matter what you put on your lips. It is not going to solve the issue. You will just find yourself continuing to go through product over and over again because you're not properly hydrated. Trust me, I learned the lesson the hard way. I've never had an issue with dry lips, but drinking stuff is different from drinking water. You need to drink water. The next item, I got pulled into the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream from Fresh. It is with time release hydro patches. It helps to moisturize and nourish. As anything that time releases and that creates a protective moisturizing veil between my skin and everything else that's trying to attack the moisture, I am game. I have yet to be disappointed with a Fresh product, so I am interested in incorporating this into my routine. It says that it delivers 24-hour intense moisture for normal to dry skin. I am normal skin. Every once in a while I'll get like a little bit of oil in my T-zone, but for the most part normal skin. So it has hyaluronic acid, and it has rose flower oil to help soothe. It has rose water in it as well. It has lots of good stuff that I am interested in seeing how it does and how it mixes with my other skincare products. So here is the packaging. Excuse me. So I'm ready to try that. I also picked up a couple of items that are probably far less exciting from Ulta. I don't do a lot of shopping at Ulta. It's not because of a distance thing. It's not. I just don't necessarily have a preference. And to me, a lot of what Ulta has is just drugstore stuff that I can find other places. And the other brands that they carry, quite honestly, I can find in other places. And as an example, the Shea Sugar Scrub from Tree Hut. This is the Lychee and Plum. I love this scent, but I love Tree Hut scrubs in general. I can find this at Walmart. I've bought it at Walmart, at Target. I've picked it up by the case from Amazon. And not just specifically this particular scent, but they have a ton of different ones. And quite honestly, they're cheaper at Amazon and at Walmart than what I find at Ulta. But I picked this one up. I really love these in the shower. Great on feet, knees, elbows. Great if you need to do a deep scrub, to kind of smooth out any dryness or calluses or anything like that on your hand. Or if you're just wanting to do a treatment, a little bit of this with your L'Occitane almond oil and just a good scrub of the backs of your hands, your cuticle areas, your palms. You can thank me later. The next item that I picked up is actually a Shea Moisture product, and it is 100% virgin coconut oil shea butter soap. It's supposed to soften and restore skin. And I picked this up for no other reason than I should have been home, not wandering around at Ulta or at any place else. And this was just something that caught my attention. It smells really nice. The smell of the coconut is not overwhelming, and neither is the shea butter. I'm just interested to see how this soap at this price point compares to black soap or coconut soap or any of these other, even my Dove, to see if it is worth the price point. So I'm going to give it a try. The next two items are just hair products, and I bought them in small sizes because my natural hair has a tendency to love moisture. And when it loves moisture, it will revert and swell and puff and all of those things that natural hair does. Well, I did a little bit of I'm going to call it a little bit of research to see if there were any products out there that could fight against the climate or the humidity, to see if there was anything that could help fight the actual frizz and the puff. I've not tried either of these yet, but only picked them up in the small sizes just so that I could see if they were going to be worth the money. I've not even tried to look them up on YouTube to see if there are reviews, to see if natural hair women of color are endorsing either of these two products. But I thought if I'm going to spend the money, and I shouldn't have been out spending money to start with, that I would just give the two smaller ones a try. So this is a humidity shield by Living Proof, and Udad has the advanced climate control. So those are those two. And then the last is actually not a product that I purchased, but actually one that I was gifted by a girlfriend. We actually had brunch together last Sunday, which is why I was out roaming around and ended up in Nordstrom and Sephora and Ulta to start with. But she actually makes homemade soap, and I really like the scent of this. I don't know what it is, but it's really soft, and I cannot wait to try it. And I'm curious to try it against this one to see if this commercially made soap is going to, how it's going to fare against the one that my girlfriend makes. And this one is definitely more fragrant, but it's a really soft, girly fragrance. And this one, not so much in comparison after smelling the two. So she's actually going to teach me how to make homemade soap. I get pulled into some of the strangest things, and of course I've spent hours researching it on YouTube, but just to see if I can do it and to see if it's something I might want to incorporate into my channel. So that's it. That's all I have from Ulta, from Sephora, from Nordstrom. I'm sure some of these items will either appear in an update or in an empties video. So thank you so very much for watching. If you have not hit the subscribe button, I ask that you do so before you head out. I'd love to see you back in another video. Make sure that you leave a comment. Let me know if you've tried any of these things. Do you make soap? Have you ever used homemade soap? Just whatever you like to talk about. So thanks so very much for watching. Until next time, take care.